What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. I'm your host, Jarrell Hicks, here bringing you the third NBA only live stream. Let's get right into it. You have any questions, have any topic of conversations revolving only basketball, drop them in the comment section below during this video while it's live and after. I'll respond during, now, and after. So questions are never too late in this live stream. Let's get right into it. NBA. Kevin Durant makes a return tonight. So first off, subscribe, man. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe and like and all that good stuff. Follow all Stats Free Sports social media. Stats Free Sports on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, SoundCloud, all the same handle, Stats Free Sports. The Stats Free Sports podcast comes out weekly on all major podcast platforms except for iHeartRadio right now. We're working on getting in there, and also Pandora. So Stats Free Sports Podcast, all major podcast platforms except iHeartRadio and Pandora, and then follow Stats Free Sports on social media everywhere you can find it at. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, things like that. Let's get right into it. KD's return. He returned tonight. I'm currently watching the game live on my laptop while I'm streaming. Well, I'm pausing it right now, but Kevin Durant returns after a year and change, missing all last year due to an Achilles injury in the 2019 NBA Finals. Good to see him back. We get to see him and Kyrie together for the first time. They both signed last summer. As I said, KD was out for the year. Kyrie played solo as the lone star for the team, played well in spurts until they got hurt for the year. So our first time ever seeing these two guys together. It was our first sneak peek at seeing Steve Nash as the head coach. Mike D'Antoni, his former coach, is now his assistant. Stoudemire, Amari Stoudemire, former Suns, former Knicks, former Heat, I believe. I'm a Heat fan too. I think he was a Heat for a quick second. But yeah, we get to see a little bit of their offense. They look good. I thought, well, everyone, I'm not gonna say everyone, but I thought, at least, I'll go with me because it's my channel. I don't want to relay anyone else's thoughts for them, but I thought personally they would go a little more up tempo, a little more fast paced. As you know, Steve Nash's and Mike D'Antoni's history, the 7 seconds or less offense, which was a long time ago. The NBA has changed to that full time for most teams, but they're a slow paced team, they're a half court team, and it makes sense. They have KD, who's not known to, outside of Golden State, isn't really known to be a fast-paced player. He takes the ball up half court. He can shoot wherever he wants, whenever he wants. Any spot on the floor is available for him. Post, mid-range, inside, outside, all that good stuff. 3-point line, dang near half court. That's KD's territory. So he can play in the half court easily. Kyrie as well. He can play fast, but he's a half-court point guard as well. So yeah, we get to see them as a team, as a unit for the most part. They're missing Karis LeVert, but other than him, they have their full team there. Joe Harris is there, Dinwiddie is there, Jarrett Allen, and DeAndre Jordan's there tonight. So they play a half-court offense. No good pace, no fast pace, a good solid pace, but normal average pace. They're not going fast. And the Wizards are without Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook, so I won't judge it too much, but they're going off. Last time I checked, third quarter, entering the fourth quarter, KD had 15, Kyrie had 18, and they were just warming up. They weren't really going too hard. They weren't really, it's just preseason. There's nothing really to go crazy on, but they were getting what they wanted. Like I said, this is without Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook, so and his Wizards team isn't one of the top teams in the East anyway, so the competition isn't the best right now, but they look very good. They look very good. They look smooth. I don't think seeing them now, well, seeing them beforehand, just seeing the roster, they don't need Harden, obviously. They'll be overkill. They'll be too much. They will probably kill their rhythm if they had all three. Yeah, with those two guys being the main guys, you have a good shooter / great shooter in Joe Harris. You have Dinwiddie, who's very good. You have Karis LeVert, who's very good. You have two big guys in Allen and Jordan. You're fine. So yeah, I guess Levert. No, I guess Dinwiddie would be the sixth man off the bench who leads that bench unit. Perfect. That'd be perfect. So yeah, that team as constructed right now is perfect. So yeah, I don't think they need to add anything else. They have Bruce Brown as well, guard from Detroit Pistons. I like him a lot. Their team is built to win, and seeing how they play, slow, half court offense, at a solid pace. I like it. I like it. I'm glad they're not going, up and down like some of the faster paced teams in the NBA, like the Lakers. I don't think that fits KD's style as much. Um, even though LeBron can play the half court, obviously, I think he's fit in that team for the Lakers. All those shooters and all those guys like that, they are fit for a more faster paced team. This team is more of a half court team with Joe Harris and guys like that, and the big guys. But yeah, KD looks fantastic. Kyrie looks good. So yeah, they're definitely going to be, they're legit. Barring injury, they'll be fine. But it's a long season, so we'll see how everything goes. But off of KD and Kyrie, the Nets, let's go to the NBA rookies. Not tonight. I'll get to tonight later. But last night, LaMelo Ball made his NBA debut. Anthony Edwards made his NBA debut. Cole Anthony was a night before. Who else? Top guys. James Wiseman for the Warriors did not play. Oneka, I don't want to say his last name wrong. Big O, Big O from the Hawks. He's not playing. I think he had a broken foot or something like that pre-draft. He's not playing right now, but let's focus on Edwards and LaMelo Ball. So I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised, but kind of not that most of the top NBA rookies didn't play well. But as we all know, I think back and step back a little bit saying, okay, they're drafting more from their potential more than skill right now. The top half of the draft, which is called the lottery from pick 1 to 14, that's mostly young freshmen or sophomores with potential. The latter half from that draft on are usually foreign players who aren't ready yet, or they're either juniors and seniors or whatever that are more complete players, but they don't have no potential. Because the younger you are, for the most part, is the better for the NBA draft prospects. So it was surprising, but when you step back, it's like it's not, because like a guy like Desmond Bane from TCU, drafted by the Grizzlies, I believe second round. He was a mid-fringe first rounder for the NBA draft for most of the mock drafts. Ended up going the second round to the Grizzlies. He scored 12 points, played well for the Grizzlies. He's a more complete guy right now than LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards. But Bane from TCU, he spent all 4 years there. He's 23, 24, somewhere around that range. He doesn't have the potential of LaMelo and Anthony Edwards. So it's not really surprising when you think about it that the top NBA rookies struggled. But it does alarm me though that LaMelo Ball can't score. Like it's very, very scary that even Lonzo can score when he wants for the most part. Lonzo just is pass first. LaMelo is too, but seems like he's more pass first because his offense is sorry. That's what it's seeming like. That shot was awful last night. That push shot we saw in Australia didn't work at all for LaMelo. Carry over to this game, his first game last night, excuse me. That push shot would look like he was just praying, just throwing it up, praying it went in. It never really got close, in my opinion. He had one driving floater that hit the backboard hard. It was too strong. And other than that, though, LaMelo would have chances to drive in and go for like a Euro step layup or something, or a contested layup. But instead, he would just kick it out and do and he would kind of overpass it to where it caused a turnover or a setup for a worse shot than what he had. LaMelo got past his guy sometimes and could just went up and went for the layup, or something. But he instead overpassed it and caused a turnover or caused a guy to, get in a bad position instead of just going up and seeing what happens for the most part. So it's kind of alarming for LaMelo, but when you draft a guy like LaMelo and Lonzo, it's not really for their scoring, it's for everything else. Like for LaMelo, he was drafted for his pace of play. It was said before the draft, Michael Jordan and the GM wanted a faster paced team. And LaMelo, it was so different. I tweeted this out yesterday. I was live tweeting the Hornets and the I think it was the Raptors that played yesterday. From Terry Rozier, Devontae Graham pushing the ball up, when LaMelo and Gordon Hayward as well, and PJ Washington. When LaMelo first got in the game, that first second he got a rebound and pushed the ball up the court, it was so different. The pace of play was so different. The style of play was so different. It was more hectic. It was more frantic, but it was so fast that's how the Hornets want to play, fast. They have weapons. They have Rozier. They have Malik Monk, I believe. Yeah, they have Malik Monk still. He didn't play last night. They have Devontae Graham, Rozier, Miles Bridges, Washington, Hayward. They have a squad. So I think eventually the goal is, I guess Zeller might drop down from the starting spot and they'll be playing small ball. Because LaMelo can play the 3. Horford play the 4. Peter Washington play small ball 5. And that team just run up and down. But that starting 5 just run up and down the court. And you have Malik Monk, Bridges, and Zeller coming off the bench. That's how I see that team going once if LaMelo Ball gets more into the offensive game. But I can see LaMelo Ball definitely being a 10, 10, and 10 guy his first year, or somewhere around that range, maybe 7, 10, and 10. But I can definitely see him being around triple-double range because he's a rebound hunter. Last night, he was getting rebounds, snatching from his teammates. I remember a couple of occasions, Terry Rozier was right there tracking the rebound, and LaMelo Ball just jumped right on him and got the rebound from him, snatched it from him, and pushed down the court. So that's his role, get rebounds and pace. That's all he cares about. That's what they got him for. Also, the score as well eventually, but that will take time. But yeah, his defense for LaMelo wasn't good at all. He was playing a lot that's loose on the ball, loose off the ball. He really got lost in pick and rolls. But that's what we knew he would have that issue coming into the league regardless. He didn't play high school basketball at all. He didn't play high school defense at all. He didn't really play defense in Australia either. So him coming now to the NBA with a whole lot of better players like Fred VanVleet last night, who wasn't really going too hard on him. But when he plays fast guys like John Wall, Westbrook, Steph, they're Trae Young, John Morant, they're gonna eat him alive. They're gonna kill LaMelo Ball on the offensive end. Like, it's gonna be easy work for them. So I think this year LaMelo might have to guard big men and be somewhere in the paint and guard the weakest guy on the court, because if he's guarding a guard, they're gonna punish him. Like, it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be crazy. So we'll see what happens, but LaMelo Ball has a long way to go with that shot in the offensive game in general, and has a long way to go on his defensive end. Now, on to Anthony Edwards, who struggled as well. Scored a 3-pointer and scored a mid-range shot the first quarter. That was it. He played about 20 minutes and couldn't hit a shot since. I'm surprised Edwards more than Ball, because Edwards has the size. He's a drive-in guy. He goes to the lane. He doesn't, he's a big body guy. I'm surprised he didn't drive in more and complete more inside layups or shots, things like that. He tried mostly jump shots. So, they had to work on that for him, because with that big NBA body, that's a grown man body. He's got 6'4", 6'5", 220, 225. Edwards should be able to drive in at will and, at least draw a foul or so. But he didn't draw no fouls last night. No free throws for Anthony Edwards. He shot a couple threes, couple mid-ranges, and after he hit the first couple he made, and that was it for the night for him. So, but I'm not surprised. Like I said, it's that first game. When you draft a rookie, you draft them for potential for the next couple years instead of right now. The top half of the draft, as I said earlier, is for potential. The latter half is for guys who are more complete in their game, but they are older, so they have less potential and less years to grow. So I'm not surprised, but it's kind of like, I think Edwards should have played a little bit better than what he did. As I said, James Wiseman did not play. He set out for the Warriors game. What other rookies? PJ Williams for the Bulls, drafted from Florida State. He played well. I think 8-9 points, played okay. Isaac Okoro for the Cleveland Cavaliers, game-winning shot, lockup. He went from a lockdown defense to a game-winning shot in the same transition. Good. I like, as I said before, I did a video on this. He's my favorite player from this draft. I think he's a Jimmy Butler, like kind of not exactly him, but similar. 6'6", 6'7", good size, good body, good length. Loves to play ball. Loves to play ball on defense, and his offensive game is coming. It will come into his own sometime down the road, hopefully. So I like him as a Jimmy Butler type of player, Victor Oladipo type of guy, kind of, sort of. I like him a lot. So yeah, I'm not surprised by seeing that. I like seeing that. He made me look good in my prediction. Let's see who else. Top Denny Advia from the Wizards from Israel. I think picked top number 8, number 7 in the draft. This past draft, played well. He's playing well tonight versus the Nets. Last time I checked, around 10 points. Hit a couple mid-range shots. Hit a 3. He looked pretty good. Playing against Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving right now, for him on defense isn't going to be the best. So I'm not concerned about that too much. Let's see. Cole Anthony played great tonight. Scored 16 for the Magic off the bench. So I'm not going to react too much to it, but I will expect to see tonight Killian Hayes plays for the Pistons. A couple other rookies play tonight. There were some nice name rookies. So I'll probably do another NBA live stream, another day or two, and I'm going to see what they do tomorrow night, because LaMelo Ball plays tonight. Anthony Edwards plays again tonight. This is Cole Anthony's second night playing. He dropped 16, 4 and 4 for the Magic off the bench against the Hawks. He played well. He helped lead them to a victory. I think he was the leading scorer or second leading scorer for the Magic. Anthony Gordon Markelle Fultz was first. He scored 21. Nikola Vucevic, I believe, scored like 14. Aaron Gordon, scored a couple points, but yeah, he was second. And that Trae Young and Bogdan backcourt was not good. That's what we projected in. That's what we projected them to not have good defense, and they showed that tonight. When you have Fultz, who really can't shoot, scored 21 in preseason. Cole Anthony, giving you 16 off the bench as a rookie in his second game. That Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, and that Bogdan backcourt rotation without Chris Dunn and Rondo right now will definitely lead to some big offensive moments from other teams. But like I said, I do expect other rookies to play better as the time goes on. Let's see, what else tonight? That might be it for the NBA live stream, man. I'm thinking, who's playing tonight right now? Knicks and Pistons playing. Yeah, that's probably it right now. I'll give it another day or two to do another NBA live stream. Then I'll come back and talk about what Ball and Anthony Edwards do or whatever else stands out. But that's really it for this live stream. I'm thinking, any news or anything going on with NBA right now? Yeah, that's really it. Rockets and Bulls play tonight again at 8. I do want to see, John Wall and what's his name, Cousins play again tonight. They look good their first night playing, but that's really it for this live stream, guys. Pretty short one. Like I said, you have any questions, any topics, NBA topics, drop them down. I'll get to it now. I'll get to it later after the video. Well, after the video now, I'm about to end it. But yeah, just any questions, drop them in the comment section now. I'll answer them later on tonight or tomorrow whenever I get to it. And don't forget to subscribe to the Stat Street Sports channel, Stat Street Sports Podcast on all major podcast platforms except for Pandora and iHeartRadio. And follow me everywhere, Stat Street Sports, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all social media sites, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time.